We had discussed in our last session that there are many versions of Bhagavad Gita available in market. And these Bhagavad Gita are simply based on guesswork. What is the meaning of guesswork? So guesswork means writing about something which is beyond our thinking, which is beyond our understanding. We cannot understand God or anything about God when it comes to guesswork. We just cannot use our imagination when we are talking about, when we are wanting to explain about God. So how do we learn about God? We learn about God by surrendering to a guru. So guru takes shelter of his own guru. So in that way, our guru also understands about God from his own guru. So similarly, we also have to understand about God through by when we surrender to a guru, just like Arjun had done. So initially, Krishna and Arjun were, talking like friends when they were in the battle of Kurukshetra. But then Arjun surrendered to Krishna and accepted him as his guru. And then he asked all his questions submissively. He trusted Krishna completely without any doubt. Similarly, we have to trust Krishna, accept that he is Supreme Lord and that he cannot cheat us. He is perfect. So whatever knowledge he gives us, we trust him and accept it. We don't use our own imagination. We don't use our own guesswork to understand God or to understand Krishna. Whatever our guru tells, we accept it. Whatever Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, we accept it without any doubt. But there are many people who don't believe in God, who don't surrender to Krishna or a guru. They think that themselves are very intelligent. They do not accept Krishna as perfect authority. But in Bhagavad Gita 7.7, Krishna says, nobody is better authority than me. Just like if a child takes information from his mother, he knows he is safe. He knows he is getting perfect knowledge because he completely trusts his mother. Similarly, when we take shelter of a guru, we also know that we are getting perfect knowledge. But people who are doing mental guesswork, they are not in safe, or they are not on safe side. Such people always remain in ignorance. They can never understand God because their knowledge depends on their own guesswork and not on the words of a guru. So we had also understood that how during rainy seasons there are small insects, and who are visible on top of the tree, and they just shine like lights. And because it is cloudy, so the real light giving objects like the sun, moon, star, they are not visible. Similarly, we are all living in Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, people are less intelligent. But people who are very intelligent, who are actually religious, who follow the Vedic principles, are not known. Real knowledge is covered by the influence of Kali Yuga. So, like these insects, we know that they are very temporary creatures. They cannot give any light in darkness. They give light for a very, very temporary period. Similarly, people who are atheists, people who don't believe in God, or people who are cheaters, they also cannot give us real knowledge. They cannot give us real knowledge. So people who write commentary on Bhagavad Gita, who don't believe in God, but simply just give their own guesswork about Bhagavad Gita, their knowledge is not complete. So those people are like those small glowworms, those small insects. Like glowworms are temporary, similarly, these people who don't believe in God, they are also temporary. However, even if there is rainy season, sometimes clouds get clear and we can see the clear sky. We can sometimes, even in the rainy season, we can see the sun, moon, stars. Similarly, in Kali Yuga also there are advantages. And what is the advantages? The advantage is that there is Krishna consciousness. There is the Maha Mantra. So if we take shelter of Krishna consciousness, if we take shelter of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, then we don't have to depend on people who give us wrong knowledge. So it is mentioned in Vishnu Puran. It is mentioned in Vishnu Puran that fire is lighting at one place. Fire is there at one place.
Mataji, can you complete the sentence so that I understand what it means?
Yes. So the fire is at one place, but it gives heat and light everywhere. Similarly, Krishna is sitting at one place, but he is giving his energy to the entire creation. His energy is managing everything. Although Krishna is sitting in Golok Vrindavan, but at the same time, he's present in the hearts of all the living beings. He controls all the Devi Devtas. And he surpasses them in excellence. He is more superior to all the demigods. Then we also understood that Krishna is present. Krishna's home is Golok. And what does he do in Golok, we all saw those beautiful pictures that how Krishna is simply enjoying in the company of his friends and the gopis. He's enjoying with the cows, with his mother and father. And the most beautiful thing that we learned is that, his friends, when Krishna plays with his friends are free, they feel free all the time, even when they are in danger. Because if you have heard the story of when Krishna had was here, and Kans used to send his big huge demons to kill Krishna and kill his friends. At that time, Krishna was used to be so much of worried, because he was worried that how am I going to protect my friends from these huge demons. But Krishna was afraid, but then his friends were not afraid. Why? Because they were sure of Krishna. They felt Krishna is here and he is going to protect us. So they were never in anxiety. They were never in any tension. They were never in any worry. They had 100% faith in Krishna, and they would, as usual, enjoy life. They would enjoy their playtime because they were so confident of Krishna's protection. So that is spiritual life, which begins from surrendering to Krishna. So what is surrender? Surrender means complete faith.
Mataji, some words, important words, if you could keep putting in the chat also.
I'll just
I put this word already, the next words.
Okay, sure. Surrender means complete faith that no matter what happens, Krishna is going to protect me. He will save me in any dangerous condition. So for the devotees, Krishna personally takes charge. So if you are a devotee, Krishna personally look after your protection and maintenance. So, we see that how in a country, suppose we let us take in our own country, and if you are abiding by the laws, if you follow all the rules and regulation which are given by the government, then you are happy and you are safe. You're happily living in your country. But people who don't follow the rules and regulation, people who are criminals, what happens to them? They are put into the prison by the police authority or by the government. So this is the situation. For example, like if we are devotees of Krishna, Krishna personally comes and protects us. But if we are not devotees, if we don't believe in Krishna, if we don't believe in God, then Maya punishes all the ordinary souls. So if there are people who are atheists who don't believe in God, for such people there is Maya Devi, so Maya is also energy of Krishna. She's not an ordinary soul. She's also Krishna's energy, and she personally comes and she punishes the ordinary people who don't believe in God. So we finished here. We had finished our last class till this point. And now let us move forward. As I had mentioned that we had left now with 2 slides. Almost our entire presentation was over last time, and very little of our portion was left. So let me share the screen and let's move on to the last 2 sections of this class. Okay, so we are talking about surrender. Surrender, as I had explained, that surrender means having complete faith on Krishna, right? Now, how do we do this surrender? What are the 3 stages of surrender? So the first stage of surrender is that we should accept whatever is favorable for our service to Krishna.
Mataji, can you rephrase that sentence?
Yes. So we should accept whatever is favorable, means that it is positive. So like we know there is something is positive, something is negative. So whatever is positive for our spiritual life, bhakti, we should practice that. We should accept it. And what second stage is, if there is anything which is not favorable, which is negative for bhakti, we should reject it. So I'll give you an example to understand it. So when it comes to accepting something, for example, you have to, you have some certain number of rounds that you need to chant. For example, you have taken a promise that daily I will get up in the morning and I will chant two rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But at the same time, the time that you had decided that you will be chanting your rounds, at the same time your friend invites you for a movie. So now both things are, one is your promise and another is something which is you are really fond of. You're fond of watching movie and you're fond of going out and enjoying with your friend. So in such a situation, what do you do? So this is like a very small example. So if it is something which is not favorable, which is not positive for your bhakti, you have to leave those things. In such a situation, you have to make a choice whether you want to finish your rounds, whether you want to finish your chanting, or you want to go out and watch a movie. So this is a very small example that you can try to understand that what is the meaning of accept something which is positive for your bhakti life and what is negative. So when we come talk about rejecting, you reject whatever is not positive, whatever is negative, you reject that. So what does that mean? For example, we always say that I will not be eating non-vegetarian food. So when we are talking about eating non-vegetarian food, we know how our consciousness gets spoiled when we eat such kind of food. It is sinful, it is not good to eat, to kill somebody and eat, right? So when we're talking about the kind of food we can offer to Krishna, Krishna does not accept anything which is non-vegetarian. When we kill somebody and eat, it is not good. And even Krishna also does not accept it. So in that way, the second stage is we should reject anything that is unfavorable for devotional service. So similarly, when it comes to our bhakti life, our Krishna consciousness life, then we should reject what is not favorable, what is negative for, which will pull us down in our bhakti life. Suppose we are climbing a ladder slowly, and anything which is harmful for our going up on the ladder, we should leave it. Otherwise, what will happen? Whatever spiritual practice that we are doing, it will all go waste. And the third stage of surrender is that in any situation, trust that Krishna is going to protect me. So I've just put it on the chat, the first point. And the third point is that we should be completely confident that yes, no matter what happens in my life, Krishna is going to protect me. Actually, he's already protecting us. He's already giving us food. Like, for example, if you look at animals, do animals go out for a job? Or animals go out and work? Animals don't go out and work, but they automatically, daily, they get their food. So who is providing food to the animals? Krishna only provides food to everybody. He only maintains. So similarly, we think that no, I'm only going out and working. I'm only going out and getting food for my family. So that concept is not correct. The correct concept is whatever a situation I am in, Krishna will provide for me. Krishna will always maintain me. We think that I am the doer. I'm only doing everything. But the fact is that I am not doing anything. It is Krishna who is doing everything. So is that understood? So here we are on the last slide of today's class. So of all the services, however we are trying to serve Krishna, the favorite service, the service which Krishna likes the most is preaching. So what is preaching? Is telling others about Krishna consciousness. So if one sincerely tries his best to spread Krishna consciousness as a service for humanity, which means that don't think that he is my friend, so I will talk about Krishna to him, or he is my enemy, or he's my I don't like him, so I will not tell him anything about Krishna, without keeping any difference between good and bad, between friend and enemy. If somebody tries to explain, if somebody tries to spread the name of Krishna to everybody, then he becomes the dearmost servant of the Lord. Even if that person is born in a poor family, even if that person has some health, some physical problem or some mental problem, whatever kind of problem that person has, if he tries to spread Krishna's name, if he tries to teach about Krishna to other people, then that person becomes dearmost to Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita 18.69, in Gita 18.69, Krishna says that there is no servant in the world more dear to me than the person who spreads my name to other people. Now, here there is a very important thing to note.
Mataji, can we take a quick 2-minute break?
Okay. He didn't understand कि आज भी class है, because we are planning a class on Wednesday also for Ram Navami. He thought Wednesday को class है, जबकि दोनों दिन class थी, आज भी और Wednesday भी.
Yeah, Mataji.
Yeah. Yes, very good. So now here I want to disclose something very important. We are talking about that we should try to preach to other people about Krishna. Like how today I'm sitting here and I'm trying to talk about Krishna's name, that how that Krishna is Supreme Lord, and Krishna is, we should always think about Krishna, and we should always take shelter of Krishna. So, all those things I'm trying to explain here. So similarly, Krishna says that, that person becomes very favorite to me, whoever spreads my name to other people. Now here we have to understand a very important thing, that we should not spread Krishna's name to those people who do not believe in Krishna. So there are many people in this world who make who make fun of when, when we are chanting, we are holding a mala bag. In ISKCON, everybody would have seen that how we take a mala bag wherever we go and we are chanting. So there are many people who look at us and who make fun of us, who laugh at us, or who irritate us. So it is very important that when we are preaching to other people, when we are telling others to take Krishna's name or chant or attend classes, at that time, if there is somebody who does not like doing it, who does not like attending classes, who does not like chanting, and who makes fun of it, then do not pressurize, do not force such people to take Krishna's name. You should immediately separate yourself from such people. So I have come across in this community, there are people who came to me and said that there are, people, if they are going and telling others about Krishna, then those people are making fun of us.
Mataji, can you repeat which community?
Here only, in deaf community only. If there is somebody, there are one or two people who try to spread Krishna's name to other deaf people. They were rejected, they were made fun of. So in such a situation, we should not preach to such people. So like how in the beginning of the class, I was saying that, there are certain people in the world who don't believe, who don't take Krishna as supreme, who don't believe in Krishna, who don't believe in Bhagavad Gita. So to such people, you should not preach about Krishna. You should simply quietly walk out of such a place where people are making fun of the Supreme Lord. So it is good. You want to become favorite of Krishna. It is fine. It is very nice. But when you see that the opposite, the person whom you are trying to preach is not favorable, who's making fun of it, then you should not talk about Krishna to such people. You should quietly do your spiritual practice. You should quietly chant and not show your bhakti, not show your japa mala, not show your Krishna consciousness to other people. Only thing you can do is you can offer them some prasad. That also, if they are favorable, that also, if they are okay with it, then you can give them some prasad. Because prasad is a very, very powerful weapon. With prasad, the heart and mind of people gets transformed. So if you really think that no, that person needs Krishna consciousness, that person needs Krishna's help, then in such a situation, you should simply give them prasad and not try to convince them about Krishna. Is that clear? So this is a very important lesson we all should remember, because many of you are now attending regular classes and many of you want to practice bhakti, and many of you, like the other day, somebody in the class was saying that, I am trying to convince other people, why don't you attend classes and why don't you chant? So then people will say, no, we are not interested. So such people, what you can do, you can simply give them prasadam. You can simply give them Krishna prasad. And slowly you will see that how even their mind and even their heart will also get transformed. So is that okay? So this brings us to the end of week 8 of our class. Week 8 of Bhakti Vriksha, we have finished with it. So last time we could not attend many questions. So this time, whoever wants to ask question, we can take question and answers. Question answer chat.
Namaskar, Hare Krishna Mataji. Uma here, she says that, with every yuga, you would have seen in the very first of the yugas, like the Sat Yuga and the Dwapara, Treta Yuga, as such, the goodness in people is reducing. So maybe in Sat Yuga, it was 100% good. Then the next, it became 75. In the next, but in Kali Yuga time now, 75% of people are eating meat, are doing bad things, the 75%. 25% are good people. So is that something which can be put somewhere? Hmm. So basically, she says that she thinks that through the yugas like the Treta, Sat Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga, the percentage of how many people are good and bad, it keeps changing. Before they were very
Right.
good, all of them, and now it is slowly reducing.
Right. So what is the question?
So her question is, Mataji, that once the Kali Yuga finishes now, if I, chant Hare Krishna Japa and do everything properly, do I go back to Golok Vrindavan? But when the yugas start again, and when it's Kali Yuga time, will I be forced to come back?
No, see, once you are permanently gone back, then you never come back again.
So how come Krishna is coming back as Ram and other avatars?
So it depends on whatever is the need of the yuga. So, for example, in Kali Yuga, Lord comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because in Kali Yuga, people will not understand, as we know, the higher pujas or very intelligent thing, because people are less intelligent. So, depending on the yuga, depending on what is the requirement of the yuga, Lord takes different incarnation, different forms. So in Kali Yuga, people are less intelligent, people have no time. So that is why Lord comes, in a form that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What happened?
She's talking about, Narasimha Dev came, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. So once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is gone and the world is destroyed and there's a new world, then Satyuga and everything will start again.
Right, yes, that's right.
So Krishna will keep coming, but our souls will not come down.
Yeah, Krishna will come because they are still, the world will still go on. Many sinful people will remain. We will not come. If we are permanently gone, then we are gone. We will not come. Krishna will come for other people to kill other demons.
Thank you. Okay,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
She said that she had been trying for many a sessions to try question, but was missing out. She's talking about her neighbors and her community who are meat eaters and they don't understand about Krishna conscious. And, if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could come and come to her community, and if everybody could, hear his prayers and songs and change their ways.
The easiest.
She wants the people to be better, stop eating meat. But as a deaf person, she thinks that, she won't be able to convince them. And they would think that
Yeah,
this
that
person
is what
is
I'm saying.
making.
The simplest way to, if you're not able to do anything, if you can't do anything, if you feel you're deaf and you're not able to change people, you're not able to convince people, then as I've been repeatedly saying, then the best way to do is to do anything for other people is to give them prasad. We might think that this is something very simple, it has no, it is useless or it will not make a difference, but Prabhupada used to say that prasad is a very very powerful weapon. So what you're supposed to do is you offer food to Krishna, you put a tulsi leaf, you offer it to Krishna, and you chant. And when you pick up that food, you try to give it to the people, even if they are eating non-vegetarian food. If you are praying to Krishna and if you are telling them that, oh Lord, please help such people, because they are living in darkness, they are living in ignorance. So if somehow you pray to Lord, especially that, oh Lord, please bless even these people. You should not hate people who are eating meat. You should not hate them. You should have sympathy for them. You should pray to Krishna that, please, Krishna, I am trying to give them prasad. Please bless them so that they also change themselves and they also stop eating non-vegetarian food. That is a very easy thing everybody can do.
So she and her family is the only one who stopped eating meat, but her family is eating meat.
Right. Yes, she told me last time. Yes, I remember. Don't worry, you keep praying. Things will change, and keep giving them prasad.
So Mataji, since everybody else in her family eats meat, she doesn't eat meat. So she is the only one who gives water to the tulsi plant every day.
Very nice. Last time also, I was very happy to see her devotion. Please continue, and Krishna will help you. Definitely, Krishna will help you. Keep chanting. Don't leave your japa. Don't leave your chanting. Try to increase your chanting. If you're doing one round, do 2 rounds every month, every two to 3 months, 6 months. Try to increase your number of rounds.
Okay,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Namaskar, Mataji. So he says, Mataji, I pray every day. I have a family, I have a daughter-in-law, pota, everybody, I have my wife, kids, everybody. So when he's doing the chanting, when he's doing the Hare Krishna mantra, or whenever he's doing the puja, he likes to orate. He speaks a little, so his family and all the other members can hear.
Okay.
Mm. So he feels a little doubtful, about doing all of these things, and he says that he doesn't get. His kids, no, his bahu and all his family and all these people. So they apparently don't like it.
Okay.
And he has said it many times to them, but his wife encouraged him and said that don't worry, keep praying, don't leave your practice. But so he is worried about his family not practicing Krishna consciousness.
Yes, thank you for your question. So thank you for your question. This is a very, very big problem with many of the families, and not just new people, but people who are practicing, uh, who are in ISKCON for a very long time. Also, even they are also having. Many of the families are having this issue that out of 4 people or 5 people in a family, only one person, either the husband or the wife, only one person is chanting, only one person is praying, one person is following all rules. But then point is that uh, we can't do anything about it. See, because Krishna Bhakti does not comfort to everybody. So you should not be worried about other people, because we are all individual souls. This is by chance that you all have come together in this life. In previous life, whether your wife was, where was your wife, where were your children, you have no clue. You're all in different life. You're all in different families, maybe. In this life, you all have come together. So your wife is right that yes, you should not leave your practice. You should continue. But you can't, as I said when I was finishing the class, that you cannot force people. You should not force people to chant, or you should not force people to do, because it comes from within. It comes from the heart. And all of you who are sitting here and attending classes, I must tell you that you all are very, very extremely blessed that you are able to chant in Kali Yuga. In this Yuga where people are living in ignorance, where people are living in so much of darkness that all the time they're thinking of enjoying their life. In this Yuga, you are so fortunate that you're all chanting. You're taking Krishna's name. even if you are not able to go back to Krishna in this life form, the guarantee is there that Krishna, even in the next birth, Krishna will take you back. So I'm sure you are passionate, you are worried about your children, but we can't do anything about it. You should not leave your practice. Right? I'm very happy to see Rajan Prabhu because he used to come during Damodar Aarti, but I haven't seen him for a very long time. So very happy to see you back. Please be regular.
He says, Mataji, he does make he does attend the sessions.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. What happened, sir?
Yeah, I think I missed my view. I am unable to see myself.
Spotlight.
Yeah. Mm. Hare Krishna, Mataji. So he's reiterating how Arjuna, at the time of war, surrendered to Krishna and did what he had to. So Mataji, his question is that, how does Krishna come to us and start helping us? Does he come to us in a dream? Does he come to our thought? For example, Arjuna and Krishna were there at the battlefield together. So when Arjuna
Right.
surrendered, Krishna accepted and explained and led him. But here we don't
Right.
have Krishna anywhere. So how does he start
Right.
communicating with us and thinking and talking to us? Not just for us, for
See,
everybody.
yeah, for everybody. So Krishna, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells us that Krishna is in three forms. First, Krishna is present as, sorry, 1 second. Yeah, so whatever we see around us, like the light, we are able to see everything around us. So Krishna, that is Krishna's light. So we are able to see nature, everything around us, because Krishna is present in the light form. That is point number one. Point number two, Krishna is present in everybody's heart. Everybody, not just you and me, even smallest of insect, as Paramatma. Okay, so Krishna is present in everybody's heart. So there are two souls inside us. One is your soul and one is Krishna's super soul. So Krishna is there, and in every birth you change, every time you go to a next species, every time you take a next birth, along with you, your soul, Krishna also goes in the next body. And the third form of Krishna is that he's personally present in at his own home. He's present in Golok Vrindavan. So Krishna is present in three positions, right? Okay, I'm coming to the point. I'm coming to the point. So when we are talking about how does Krishna help us, when we surrender to Krishna, Krishna is all the time sitting in our heart. All the time he's inside us. So when we surrender to Krishna, Krishna Krishna starts helping us from inside.
So how do we start getting his answers? How does he talk to us? How do we, whenever
When
there are
you
any challenges?
when do you have you ever listened to somebody saying that this is like how will I say, somebody is stealing. Suppose there is a thief. Suppose somebody is stealing for the first time. He is not a professional thief, but he's got some problems in his family and he's forced to steal, right? So he doesn't want to steal, but he's forced to steal. So the moment he's trying to steal something, there will be an inner voice from him who will tell him that, hey, wait, this is not good. This is a crime. This is a bad thing to do. You should not steal. So that inner voice is Krishna. So Krishna comes in many ways. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that Krishna is remembrance and Krishna is also forgetfulness. If Krishna wants, he can make you forget everything in 1 second. And Krishna wants, you will remember everything in the next second. So Krishna
Sorry,
can make
Mataji.
you remember
How
and
to
make you
sign that Krishna is remembrance and forgetfulness?
forgetfulness.
Sorry, what does that mean?
Yeah, it means that suppose you are a student and you have prepared for exams. And when you go to the examination hall, you suddenly realize that although you were very frightened of the exam, but surprisingly you remember even things that you never studied. So that remembrance is Krishna. So Krishna actually comes in many forms, but when you start chanting very with a lot of dedication, with a lot of devotion, then Krishna, although not visible, but you start realizing, yes, this is Krishna's voice. Yes, this is Krishna is only is talking to me. So actually, this question that you've raised, it is very
Sorry,
elaborate.
Mataji, it's already 9:20.
Yeah, we began at 9:20.
Yes.
See the time. Fine. So I hope I answered most of the questions. And I request you to please watch the videos that have been posted on YouTube about mind, intelligence, gross body, subtle body. Please watch those videos. They are very easy to understand videos and they will help you in clearing so many of the concepts. It is very important to learn those concepts. So please watch those videos. And also this week, all the weeks, we keep updating on the link, all the PPTs. Please read them. A lot of hard work goes in translating them in different languages. So please pick up the language that you speak, your mother tongue, and you can watch. We've already uploaded till week 6. So soon we'll be uploading week 7 and 8 also. So thank you so much. See you. Most likely we'll be planning a special class on Ram Navami. So hope it will be a week class only, not on weekend, because Ram Navami falls on 30th. So I hope you all are available someday on the week. So we'll inform you beforehand once the class is ready. So we'll let you know with that. So thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
1 minute,
Rama Rama.
Mataji. I was still explaining that thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Mataji. Now you can chant. Oh, sorry.
Thank
There's
you.
one
Hare
question.
Krishna.
Prakhar,
Yes.
Mataji, Prakhar.
Okay. Will you be able to understand his? If we are
We'll
not able to
try,
understand his
Mataji.
questions. Okay.
Mataji, Hare Krishna. Prakhar's question is, how does the mind and heart connect? Mataji, hello?
Sorry. Job of the mind is to think, to feel, and to desire. Mind picks up everything from our senses. For example, we want certain things in life, and mind will tell you, that I want this and I don't want this. And heart also is actually the same, more or less the same thing only. Your feelings, when we talk about feelings, so mind also, connects. Mind also says that yes, it is my desire. So basically, there's not much difference between mind and heart. Heart, when it is more related to feelings, and mind is all the time wanting something. So heart is desiring, mind is also desiring. So there's very less difference between both of them. More or less the same thing only.
Yes, now we can go, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Poonam Joshi is there, sorry, who are taking his question.
That would extend time, Mataji. Prakhar was holding his hand for a very long time. He was part
Very
of the
long,
questions,
yeah.
but Poonam, her
Sure.
question was now. So
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Fine. Okay. So we wind up.
And okay, see, this is what becomes, Mataji. It's very difficult to say no, but it's already past my time. 10 minutes past my time.
You can tell that we'll take it next time.
You know that it doesn't work, no, Mataji. They might forget, so it's better just take the question. Hare Krishna Mataji, she says it's been a long time that she hasn't had a question. So her question today is that she's asking, during the menstruation week, are we allowed to
Okay.
do the chanting?
Yes. Under no circumstances we leave our chanting. Even when somebody's died in the family, when we think that the house is not pure, even that time also we are supposed to chant. Under no condition we leave the chanting.
Okay. Okay.
Thank
Happy
you.
to know
Hare
that,
Krishna.
Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So thank you so much. So we'll close today's session. See you soon. We'll inform about the coming up class. Hare Krishna. You just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.